Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Live from the Mad Apple in Appleton, Wisconsin, on College Avenue, we've got the Jester of the Hill match with Coleman, Grosbier, and TJ Forster. It's like TJ won the leg, so he'll break the first rack.
Big surprise there. Coleman losing the leg again.
It's just what he does.
I think he did win one, though, didn't he?
Yeah, his last match he won.
The game, of course, is 8-ball once again. Is that all? That must be all these sub 500 players play, huh? 8-ball.
I think that's what they're most comfortable with.
And any of you guys below 500 in the chat, what do you guys play? It seems like every week these guys are picking 8-ball. Should probably load up the chat here. Where's this mouse?
Oh, all the way over here. Well, you hit those pretty good.
I have no cursor. Turn this thing on here. Oh, here we go. Let's get us a view on the screen that we can see here. So we're again commenting on a table that's about 20 feet away. It's kind of hard to tell the angles here.
Yeah, I think
we do have the table. We do have the on screen, of course, in front of us, but they're kind of hard to see. Well, that table is really wide open, isn't it?
Yeah, he really crushed the break and just got unfortunate that nothing fell in.
Looks like that 3 goes right in the side for Coleman.
Really, his only problem ball here I could see is the 4, just making sure he gets on the 1 early enough to move it and be able to get back on the 4.
Yep. You maybe go at that right now, like off the 5, shoot that 5 in with inside. Not sure if he's got that angle or not.
Yeah, I guess now that I look at it, he's got basically 1 ball to get on the 1, which I think would be the 6. And then he's got to still get on the 7. Yeah, he might be better off playing the 2 for an angle to get on the 5 to get on the 1 better.
This mouse is not cooperating here. What's the mouse pad?
Good to see Eric Coleman watching again.
Okay, I think we got our monitors set up here now.
First time with the computer, so
I'm learning.
Give us a minute.
I'm learning.
I like this. So he's going to push that 4 out too. Nice. That blocked the 6. Yes.
Gonna have to settle for the 6 carom off the 10, looks like. After the 1, of course.
I think he's just going to play safe and put that 1 in the pocket.
He called a safe?
No, he just missed it.
Oh, okay. I was watching the Facebook stream. Oh, we got some action in the chat room here. Rodney Code's looking to take Coleman for 40. Nate Dogg went straight for the high roll, wants TJ for 50. Could we settle on 45, guys? I think we are a dead even match. TJ is also a 496.
Yep, on paper, this should be a barn burner.
TJ took third place in the WSPA B 8-ball division last year, so he's definitely very capable. That was out of almost 400 players, too.
Do you play this one rail, or do you try to draw it aiming to hit the 9 here?
I hate drawing out of the pocket like that, and it was a pretty long distance, too.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of playing, kind of a draw shot where you're playing off that end rail to try to run into the 9. He's looking at the bank on the 4.
I thought that was the 8 the whole time there. I didn't realize the 8 was in the middle of the table.
I think you can bank this 4 and really not have an issue getting a shot afterward. You could even potentially draw into the 9 and be able to shoot the 6 in the same pocket as the 4.
Just undercut that slightly. Real good angle on that 7, too. I feel like this table is even more to the left than it normally is. Maybe it's just me.
After getting to commentate on this table over here, it does seem like it's a mile away. But
it is for sure. You at least have clear view. I have to lean forward.
A lot more room for the players around this table, though. I'll give them that. I think TJ is pretty much looking at almost a stop shot out once he gets to. I would think he's going to take the 11, 9, 13. Oh.
Well, didn't play a stop shot there and might have got himself in a little pickle with those 2 balls.
Oh, you can see the 9 from there, huh?
He can, but he's got some traffic to work around.
Yeah, a little surprised he followed it there. I would have been a fan of just a stop shot and then play the 9.
Play the 9.
One rail out with your cue ball. He's still in pretty good shape here, though.
I don't know. I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't run into the 6 here.
Oh, no. Pushed it in front of the 10. Puts a little wrinkle in the plan there. And now his problem here, too, is that I think he's got to use the 15 to get on the 10, which means he's got to use the 10 to get back on the 8.
I like a draw. Yeah, I would have liked a little draw shot there and then play 3 rail shape for the 10, like come underneath the 8, between the 8-6. Can he zigzag underneath there?
Doesn't have a ton of angle, but I think you can. Looks like he's going to try to draw right between the 8 and 10.
And narrowly avoids the scratch. Even if he makes his bank, he'll have a tough 8-ball somewhere. Rodney Cohen says he'll use that $45 for WSPA late fee. You'll even have $5 extra. We're giving you a deal.
Extra $5 to buy Jeff a drink.
I think every year he asks me what the late fees are.
Should have them memorized by now. Entries starting to roll in for WSPA.
Oh boy. I don't want to talk about it. About 1,200 singles. We'll probably be around 1,250 or so. 1,202 for sure if Rodney sends in his 2 entries.
I believe he's cutting this. This would be a pretty good shot if he can knock it down. $25 players in the mini tournament today.
That's real good.
Every Sunday they get quite a turnout here.
And they had, I was kind of tuning in and out of the Friday night stream, and didn't they have like 28 or something in the Friday night?
Not sure, but I know the couple of times I've been here for it, they get 20 some both times.
Well, should be really no problems here, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Depending on how comfortable he is with the 7 and the side, it's the same thing where it's almost a stop shot out. I think he can play just off the rail here and a stop shot on the 7 and
just kind of pop it off the rail.
Yeah.
Well, kind of a 50-yard line here.
Yeah, I would have preferred to see him stay, like on a tangent line, playing center, that kind of angle, instead of he's got to roll it in here. If he's playing it on the side, and what I don't like is there's always that chance to get behind the stripe. Well, who's putting him in here? Not playing much for shape, but he's looking like he's got a pretty good shot on the 8.
A little bit of a tester for the first 8 ball of the day, though.
Rolls it in nicely.
That was a nice shot. He had a lot of spin on that too. Like, and as slow as he hit that, I just feel like he could have easily thrown that ball out of there, or skidded the object ball or something. Ooh, what'd you do there? Oh, hold on. I don't think we have to do anything here. No. I think they're new. Yeah, they got the auto tablet.
So I just messed up our view of it.
Yep, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you did there.
I clicked there.
Can you undo that?
There.
Oh, there we go. What's the deal with the screen? No matter how hard I push on it, it doesn't click on anything. Is it not a touch screen?
All right, Coleman to break. He was certainly struggling with a break when he was warming up, so we'll see if he's got it figured out.
Chris G, did we get new mics in here? These sound really good. Do you notice a difference?
Yeah.
These are definitely different microphones.
I do like them. Well, it's definitely got a shot at solids, but kind of in a spot with the solids where he doesn't really have anything to break out the 7, and with the stripes, I don't know if he can play that 13 like rail first off the 2 ball and push the 2 out of the way so he can make the 15.
Yeah, it's kind of a messy rack down there.
All right. So now the question is, what do you do with the 7?
Is that the 8 on the rail? No, the 8's towards
that's
the middle.
4 ball.
Okay.
Yeah, he's almost got to shoot the 4.
Could you shoot that with enough spin? I don't think
No.
you could.
I was thinking maybe you'd shoot the 4 and just kind of hold the line going towards the 1 ball. And use the 1 ball as like a stopper, then shoot the 3 in the side and break your 7 out from there.
And then just hope you have a shot after that, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, you just shot off your...
90% of my game is just hoping I have a shot afterwards.
That's why you prefer 8 ball.
Yes. Play safe. That's probably the right shot.
I don't know.
I think TJ can see the 9.
Kind of more of a get out or sell out kind of guy. I know you. I know you are too.
Yeah, sell out with the best of them. Yeah, TJ's really the only ball he's got to do anything with is the 12, and he's got the 14 right there.
Yeah, where Coleman kind of put that 4 ball is kind of in the way of the 12 now.
Rodney, yeah, I do play once in a blue moon. I do plan on playing a little bit more this year. I've been on the recovery trail from ankle surgery for a couple months, so pretty much wasted my pool season again this year. But I am kicking around the idea of maybe going to WSPA if I'm feeling up to it.
Don't forget those $40 late fees.
I'll just call and complain until you waive them.
I have to pay the $50 player membership fee if I play. I didn't even get sanctioned. I got 2 weeks in at the end of the year, at the end of the summer.
If it makes it certainly makes me feel better that a board member isn't even sanctioned.
No, that doesn't work, Rodney.
I think you should call in and give it a try anyway. All right. You know, I think if you can get a decent angle like between the 4 and 12, that he can shoot the 4 and just try to pick the 12 off the 7 without having to do too much more.
If he can, well, okay.
Yeah, he's in a bit of a spot here.
If he can just snick that 12 away, as MH would say. I don't know. You might be able to go at it right here. Can you stun down and like just drift down? And
Oh,
actually, he had a way more. He had a way. I did not see he had that much angle. He had a way more than
yeah.
stun draw that down there.
Hit that really good, and it rolled out really good for him too.
That cue ball or that ball really grabbed off that cloth.
Yeah.
That's that nice worn in cloth for you. I actually prefer that over brand new cloth.
Not me.
No, I like clean balls and like a nice, moderately used cloth.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they need to recover these, but
I like it,
like a nice played in cloth.
I like a brand new, real slidey, so I can really hit
balls
my balls pretty bad and they still fall.
Cut this one in the corner, probably, right? Did he call that an aside?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I would certainly cut this in the corner. I mean,
almost looks like he's back cutting it.
I understand that the side is a bigger pocket here, but
well, not a lot of issues here for TJ.
I think about the hardest part of this rack will be just making sure you get on the 11 without the 8-ball interfering.
Yeah, and I guess you might have to take a thin cut on the 14 as well to avoid. Oh wow, that was very close to scratching.
I think he was trying to push the 10 a little bit.
Nudge
there.
that over.
Yeah, Chris G, I agree. Hopefully everyone acts like adults this year.
Yeah, no kidding, Chris. I'm really excited to see if they even replace the door. Because, I mean, when I went and looked when it was repaired, it didn't look all that bad. My guess is it's somewhere else in the facility. We just paid I don't remember what it was, like 20.
It was, I remember
$2,500 or $2,800. It was just.
You told me the price. And it was hard to believe they make a door that expensive.
They do.
Coleman wound up with a pretty good shot on this 8.
These are so hard to aim, though. Like, when you're that close to it.
Yeah.
Like, I will just look at this for, like, a minute. It is just... It doesn't get any easier, either. That's usually what happens with me, too. Like, I just get tired of, like, aiming at it, and then I just miss it.
Yeah, one of many shots that I'm terrible at. Actually, I'm not too bad at like jacked up next to a ball.
You're good at those close shots. Like maybe not that particular shot, but I mean like the particular shot where you're real close to it.
Yeah.
I'm super bad at them.
Left quite a long shot for TJ, and he's gonna get another chance at this 8-ball.
This is about Coleman's best look at. I mean, I liked the first shot in the corner. I think that was his best shot. But this is slightly easier.
Surprised to see him calling it in the corner here and not trying to back cut it in the side.
He is cutting that to our right? Yeah. All right. With that, gives
2-0
Coleman Grosbier a lead of 2-0. It is, of course, winter break, so we will see Coleman break again.
I think both players need to shake that last rack off.
Yeah, it's not too often that you can miss 3 8-balls or 2.
Yeah, I
2
missed it
8-balls.
twice. TJ looks like he's a little bit not comfortable yet, like timid.
He showed up kind of late though. Like he just showed up, shortly before we started. Not even sure if I saw him hit any balls.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
I mean, like just for a
Yeah.
couple minutes, I think here.
Yeah. Some people can do that. I've never been able to just show up and play. I've always had to
I love it.
As you know, as soon as the door was open, like I'm beating the doors down to get in the pool hall.
Yeah.
Get my 2 hours of practice in before I sit down for Calcutta.
Carom Room Calcutta start at noon, but we have to be there at 9 a.m.
Yeah, if they opened any earlier.
Texting Dave like, "Hey, aren't you open yet?"
Text him the night before. Just leave a key under the mat for me, would you?
Get there at 9. First match at 7 p.m. 2 and out by 11, and home by 2 a.m.
Yep. Just another day.
I wonder how many they'll get for the Open next weekend. I bet that place is going to be packed.
Oh, I'm sure. It seems like the rotation events get, quite a bit more players.
And their Open events, like, I think we've been to the last few that they've had. Like, they only had...
Yeah, they've only had a handful, but they have been getting a pretty good turnout at the
every
Opens.
one we've went to, it's like 55 players or 50 players, which is really good for their Open events. I think they're going to get 96.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. I wouldn't be surprised to see a full field down there. I wonder if they'll start streaming them again. I always enjoyed having the stream going, all day of the tournament. See some really good matches, especially in the Open division.
They actually have a pretty neat plan for their streaming. I won't say anything here because I don't really know like all the details of it, but it's going to be pretty neat. They're going to definitely get back into it.
Oh, good. TJ looks like he's in pretty good shape. He's gonna go 3. Or if we'll play 3-2-7 or 3-7-2.
Yeah, here's where like the not perfect cloth and not new balls comes into play. It's kind of hard to control that short little draw stroke.
I think he can do draw off the side rail and out and be in pretty good shape on the 2.
Oh, he went the kind of the other way.
Yeah.
Well, Coleman with a lot of balls on the table, not a lot of options here. Got to start with the
tighten things up over by the 14.
I don't like to hit breakout shots too hard a lot of times, but I think you kind of hit this firm and move that 10 into the 7 and move it.
Yeah.
Because you have so many balls there. Like, don't put a lot of spin on it so it really runs on you. You might be able to control that a little bit too, where the 10 hits the rail and then the 7.
I think if I'm Coleman here, I definitely shoot the 13-11 combo and try to scoot down. Either shoot the 14 in the corner or get on the 10.
Well, he's taking that for sure. I mean, he is the self-proclaimed combo king. Yeah. With good reason. Just drilled that center-ish pocket.
And he's really in a good spot now. Where he can just shoot this 10 with a stop shot, and he's like straight in on the 14, basically.
Well, he is going to be kind of jacked up over that 7 to do that, though. I don't know if he's even I don't even think he has to worry about that 10 shooting it up. I mean, that goes by the 7. I think you're overcomplicating it by jacking up over the 7. Coleman again proves me wrong that I know nothing about pool.
Yeah. So what's his plan here? The reason I like shooting that 10 with a stop shot and then shooting the 14 is your 13 is not like in the pocket. So if you're gonna combo the 9 into it, your 9 is probably gonna wind up rolling towards the 7. So I wonder if he's gonna shoot the 13 with the intention of playing the 14 next, or if he's gonna shoot it to play the 9 next.
This mic cord is like so perfectly in my way here. Try to move this.
Jacked up a little bit over the 9.
Slow down.
I think he's like almost straight in the side though, so I don't think it should be too much of an issue.
Coleman doesn't like something, gets up, looks at everything over again. You know, when I look at the table, that 14 is a little thinner than... Oh, no, maybe not. When I look at the table, actually, it was pretty thin, but on the monitor, it really wasn't at all.
All right. He's just... Do you play this with like some low right and kind of 2 rail out of the corner to get on the 8th?
I would personally play it with inside.
That's a pretty good shot from where he was at.
Yeah, he hit that pretty decent. I didn't like that 2 rail just because of the 7 there, and Coleman goes up with a
pretty solid little out there.
the people's champion, Ray Skenendor in front of us. I cannot speak today.
All right, Coleman to break up 4-0. 3-0.
3-0.
So we're going with the second ball. Made a ball. Got a pretty good spread out of it, too. The way it started out, I thought it was going to be the classic second ball, everything on one rail, hour-long safety battle.
They've pretty much been quite open so far.
I think Solids get out here with as good as he is at combos. The 6-5 combo should be no issue. Yeah, a guy like me's got to play shape on the 5 and then get back on the 6, but a guy like him just gets lined up on the 6 once and he's fine.
Hit that nice window between the 10-9.
Yeah. He is a little bit in no man's land here.
I think that was kind of a establish my set of balls and then I'll deal with it later type shot.
Yeah.
It was kind of a long shot though too. You just cut the 3 in, I guess. You should be okay to play
Yeah.
two rail shape for the 4. That'll get you on the 6-5.
Guessing as long as he's looking at this and the way he's looking at it, he's probably looking at playing safe. Called the 7.
Where is this, like, off the 15 ball? Back cutting the 7.
Yeah, back cutting the 7.
This is quite a flyer.
Sellout shot if there ever was one.
Get that F10 button ready. Just misses it.
These ultra tight pockets.
Get that Control Z button ready. Undo.
Well, that he manages to sneak in there and mess up the.
He didn't do TJ any favors. TJ's sweatshirt is like really, really creepy.
Is that like Jason from the
Jason Voorhees?
I don't know his last name. Not like a big
I think it might
movie
be
buff, but I believe that's what it is. And not like a scary movie buff. I don't know, it's slasher. I think that's what they're called.
Was that what it's called?
Well, I think that's what the genre is slasher. I couldn't tell you what series it's from, but I believe that's the character.
I think the series is Jason.
Well, I guess we'll have to go with your word.
Well, there's no question here. I think you got to play safe. Left him long on that 14 ball there. You know, this is where I tell on these long shots, like you have to come with one shot here, and then like in this case here, you're gonna get right on that 15 ball, and that's gonna open up the rack right there. Great shot.
That's a really nice stroke. Really confident stroke.
We'll just give this like a nice look to where you consider where the balls are going to land after you move some of this.
I didn't do him any favors.
I think he definitely had to hit that 6, instead of ticking that 11.
Yeah, I think I go into that a little bit more aggressively.
Well, you got to shoot what is that? That's the 12 ball?
I think you're
12
correct.
ball, get yourself a nice angle on that 10. Another nice shot. TJ's coming alive here.
So can he kind of stun this and roll in?
Yeah, those balls both go up.
Yeah.
Or, to like where the cue ball is.
Yeah, I think he's got the angle to play like a just roll kind of into the 6 and shoot those. Hops to break them out.
Well, I mean, where that cue ball went, he obviously had a little more angle than what we saw. But that was another nice shot. 3 nice shots from TJ there.
Yeah, his job here with the 9, I think, is just maybe draw it back a ball and a half, and he's probably in pretty good shape on the 11 in the corner.
These are the shots I was saying that you're really good at. I'm just bad at them. I guess from the overhead there is like, inch and a half. That's not terrible. But the ball has to travel so long too.
Yeah, that was a tough shot the way he played it. That's when you get jacked up like that, I really, if I can help it, I try to play it about as soft as I can.
Yep.
So in that situation, instead of trying to play off the rail, I just play like, bottom on it and draw it an inch or two back. Take what I'm given on the 11 ball and call it a day. Coleman with another good opportunity here. I believe that 4 passes the 8 pretty easily.
It does, yep. You almost like at this point you have to leave it as your last ball.
Yeah.
Because you need to.
I mean,
well, I know. Like I guess not.
We would leave it for our last ball, but
no. I mean, it's fine. I was thinking he had to like cut away from the 3 ball.
Gonna wind up straight and on the rail.
Well, the good news is, I mean, it does go to the top right of the screen.
This is one that's really easy to rattle. Just trying to get an angle coming off the rail.
Well, if you try to cheat it, yeah.
Trying to do a lot with it.
But I mean, he does have a slight angle if you just draw it straight back.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd try to force it forward, though. I think that's asking a little too much.
No, the shot here, I think, is just bottom right. Bottom right and draw it back to the long rail. Almost guaranteed a shot on the 4.
He's going forward. Look at that. And is he hooked?
Yeah, I think just barely.
Gonna have to carry him that off the 9.
Yeah, there's that shot right there. The way it turned out is just a good argument for just playing draw on it, coming back to the long rail.
Well, as far down as as far down the table as he got with that, to actually hit the 4, he probably just put a little smoother stroke on that. I think he could have avoided it.
Looks like you might be able to just cut this in.
Really?
Oh, sure enough.
Wow. Is there a rule on how long that takes to fall?
You used every last second of it.
The rule is 5 seconds. That was easily, that was easily 4.5.
Yeah, he got out of that, but I certainly think that the jamming it forward 100 miles an hour maybe wasn't the shot. Nonetheless, 4-0.
Got a phone call there. Coleman to break once again. Breaking with his Jacoby blackout. Yesterday I went for that extended jump cue that I have from Jacoby.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is like I might have to disassemble my case to get it out now. It is like jammed in. It's jammed in a shaft,
Oh,
and it's like
boy.
a full butt size jump cue, and it is jammed in a JB rugged shaft slot. And I always kept it in there because it doesn't fall down. But I think like months and months of playing perfect shape where I didn't have to use it, I think it just worked its way down into the case.
Months and months of perfect shape. When was that?
I really haven't played a lot in the last 2 months, so I guess that's what I meant.
All right. Here's another pretty much open rack. 6 ball be about the only problem, but I think you get on the 7 to break it out here. Can't tell for sure here, but I don't think he has the angle to break it out.
Do you have to break it out?
No, but
Couldn't you be like...
Yeah, you might have to play better shape than he does to get out without breaking it out, though. Like, you could probably go 7 in the side, 5 in the side, 2 in the corner, 1 in the side, 6 on the same side as the 5 ball, and get out here, but my guess is about 2 balls into that, he's going to be so far out of line he can't get to it.
Yeah, you really described what you do quite well there, but I saw you with ball in hand earlier and you were out of shape in one shot. Horribly out of shape, too.
Oh, shaking the rust off. I'll have to have a talking to with someone from Fargo Rate to get a more accurate picture of my game.
Maybe if you send them like x-rays of your foot and then
There you
like
go. 10 points for every screw.
the geocache or the geo something from your phone so they know you haven't been at a... Oh, but you've been at a pool hall every week.
Yeah, you're at a pool hall for like 6 hours every Sunday. Oh, there. Just enough angle to break that 6 out. Now he's in business. So I guess the next question is, you go 6-5 for your last 2 balls or 5-6? 5 in the corner, 6 in the corner.
I would do 5 on the side. Like, yeah. I would shoot the 1, take the angle on the 2, and then come 2 rails for the 5 on the side.
Yeah, I'm thinking once it broke out that well, 6 in the corner, 5 in the side is your last.
I did mention I think I mentioned something about an angle on that too, though. You definitely don't. Yeah, he did fall pretty flat on it. Is this one of those slight angles that he... didn't bump that 6 too much here. He is tree-topped over it a little bit.
Yeah, he's like jacked up over it, and I think he's pretty straight. He's got to come. It doesn't look like much, but I think he's got to come with a bit of a shot here.
I think he could cheat that a little bit. Like, you don't have to force follow it.
Just going to roll it in and take what he's left himself.
This is the type of shot where Coleman, like, every now and then he'll surprise me and, like, call the bank. Well, he didn't call the bank. He didn't quite succeed with the cut shot, and he did scratch. So TJ up to the table. Really needs to get out here.
Got a pretty good rack to do it.
You know, I'd almost start with one of these balls that are in the middle and draw back for this.
I think he's all right. He can.
Because doesn't
Well, I think he's going to shoot one of them in the side, I would assume.
well, that's kind of why I was saying you might want to shoot one first, because I don't know if it goes on the side.
Here's another one where I think I like drawing it just for comfort. I like drawing off that end rail, but he's
I like going forward. I would do exactly what he did here.
He's in line here. You know, just follow this and shoot the 14 in the other side.
Yep. A little more of an angle than we thought.
From here, I thought he was straighter in, but should be no issues from here.
Do you draw back on this, or do you shoot the 14 on the side? Or in the corner, I meant. But yeah, I definitely like the side. That was a little nail biter there.
The way he kind of jumped up after it looked like he thought he missed it.
I think he said something. I think he made a noise.
All right, TJ on the board.
TJ looks like he's got that blue rush.
Yeah, I think he's got like the Predator Ice or whatever it is, the white cue for his shooter, and then looks like the blue rush there. Do we know who the Knights match is?
I did see it. It's well, obviously Jason Gibbs, and who was it?
Not Chad, is it?
Chad Cox, yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Of course, Sean Henning beating John Fields Friday night. And
yeah, that was a nice win.
Yeah, he, from the little bit I watched, it looked like he was playing really well. And Danny today dominated the Queens match.
What was the final score on that?
6-1 or 6-2, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me. Laura's a really strong player. Must have been a couple runs in there, because the match didn't really take long at all.
Yeah, it seemed like really quick.
So what do you like here?
I think, yeah, solids are. Your 4-ball, I think, passes the 9. Like once he shoots the 1, I think the 4 goes in the same corner.
Oh yeah. That'll go on the side too by the time you take the 3-ball.
Yeah, so there's really the 1 ball. Then I guess would be your key ball for the solids.
So do you leave your? Would you almost have to leave the 3 for last?
Yeah, either that, or I guess if you could leave like the 4 for last and kind of slide between the stripes there with your cue ball. The 3 must go in the corner if he's shooting that.
It does for sure, yeah. That's what I meant. Like, as your last ball. Of course, the three is the last ball is nice if you're dead straight in, but if you're not, it could be an issue.
Hard to tell by his reaction here, but I don't know for sure if that 4 actually goes. He's looking pretty close at it.
I think it does. I don't think he's got like a whole pocket, but he just caught that one ball on the way out. TJ looks like he's got to take that 11 ball first.
Greg Tarkanian says that impressed with Danny's game, which I believe. I haven't gotten to watch a ton of it, but every time we hang out and Coleman practices, every time I look over, it looks like Danny is playing really well. Rodney, I think the old lefties, I think it's Riverside Roadhouse now. They do, I believe they still do a tournament like every third Friday of the month or something like that, but I haven't been out there in quite some time.
Is that like part of that Marshfield series? Not a series, but like they do.
Yeah, I think they're on, to get players to every bar. I think they do rotate what nights, or like Fives gets the first Friday and 501 gets the second Friday, and then Riverside gets the third Friday, something like that.
And are these all still bar rules tournaments, or do they?
I'm not too sure. It's been so long since I've been out to play like a Friday night. That's what I really miss is, Pat Connell running the Jacoby Friday night series.
Yeah, that was fun.
Go out and, really put on a show in all 2 games of the matches I could play. Always fun, pretty cheap entry and pretty solid competition on a Friday night just to get you warmed up.
And the break dry pot.
Yeah, that was a menacing break to try to make something on.
Might have been the racker too.
Yeah, I had a lot of success in break pots except for that one.
Oh, did you have a lot of success in break pots?
Sure did, Jeff. Every time you weren't involved, I did all right. I almost ran out one time.
I should have screenshot the memory that popped up. Did you see that Eagles Club Janet's Pool Tour one?
Yeah, it still haunts me.
Do you remember the ball you missed?
I sure do, Jeff.
Okay. How much was that for? Was it like $400 a ball or something?
Was it? I thought it was like 2 something a ball.
Like $376 is ringing a bell.
Pressure will do that to a guy. Ooh.
And I'm just like,
yeah, you're just thinking about
ordering everything I can find on eBay when I look at that rack.
Getting a new set of rims by the time it's done, and what's the first thing that happens? Just dog one. I think that was the same like she was doing if you didn't make money on the first one, she drew again.
Yeah.
And Lonnie Smith didn't understand how it worked, where that you had to like quit. You couldn't just fire randomly into the stack.
Yeah.
And he made like 1 or 2. He made one on the break, made another one, and then fired wildly like at the 3-ball or something like that, and lost all the money. That's a hard way to find out that that's not how it works.
Yeah, that was quite an expensive lesson in how Janet's Pool Tour break pot worked.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad for him because clearly, if you don't know the rules, yeah, he just thought you could, something fell in, it fell in. You got to keep shooting, but yeah.
Did you break second?
No,
Or did
first.
Lonnie? Okay,
Yeah.
Lonnie went after you. Both time, like the last two Friday tournaments I was at the ballroom, I got picked.
How'd you do on those?
I got picked.
Well, Neilsville break, but I haven't seen that in a long time.
Well, I know Radar cleaned it out.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like substantially less than what we were always playing for.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that was like the same time the Jacoby, like the lefties Friday night was big.
Was it?
Yeah, the Bucks break pot was like really starting to get up there.
Yeah, and those were like $400 or $500 a ball.
Yeah. Unbelievably too, because there's a lot of really good players up there trying to get it. All right.
I think we were commentating on a match.
Yeah, we should probably get back to that.
Well, this is a little longer shot here. Kind of got a stun off the rail for that 13 ball. Did go with the more conservative approach by not drawing it. That is like a very good shot to rattle.
Oh yeah, jack up and try to do something with it. A little bit firm there, but I think you can go cut it to his left and go one rail. Get on the 8 pretty easy from there. I guess you could probably go 2 rails and get on the 8, huh?
I'd go inside and 3 rails. Low inside, go 3 rails. Is he cutting this to the left?
He's cutting it to his left, yeah.
That was a nice shot.
Nice shot. Really good speed on
it. I guess this whole time I was thinking about cutting that to the right.
I like the way he played it.
I've been looking at this little screen the whole time.
They're playing right there.
I know. I can't see that. I can see like the side pocket up.
Do you want me to scoot over so you can get a better view?
No, we're fine. I don't think anyone wants to see us try to move around in this booth.
Have to start an OnlyFans page if we do that.
Yeah. This is like Chris Farley getting out of the voters booth in Black Sheep.
All I can do to shoehorn myself in here on a weekly basis.
Rodney, the deadlines for WSPA, the final deadline is next Friday. No, actually, it's next Saturday. It was originally supposed to be Friday, but every Facebook post and flyer and photo that I made had the wrong date on there.
I don't think you're supposed to openly admit it was your fault. You're supposed to say your design guy messed it up.
Yeah, my design guy dropped the ball on that one. So it is March 5th, which is next Saturday.
It's like TJ might be going second ball here too. He hit some pretty stinking firm.
Can you say stinking on YouTube?
I think so. Better than what I was going to say. Got what my grandmother would call a potty mouth.
Greg says Jeff has 3 followers on Facebook. That's surprising. I thought I have that off. I don't know how people could follow me. It'd probably be more like 3,000 if I had.
I don't know why they'd want to. I think that's all hate followers.
It probably is. Most hated guy in Wisconsin.
Well, you wear it well.
I do. I'm super proud of it.
Is that 6 past the stripe on the side? Or is he going to play the combo?
It's pretty close. Definitely doesn't have like a full pocket on that. Might have to just catch the edge of the point there.
Yeah, I think he called the 14, but I'm not for sure. Or the 12.
Does 7 go by the? That's got to be pretty tight too.
From here, it looks like it does. Looking at the table from here, it looks like it does.
We have 57 viewers on YouTube. Seems like a lot.
Yeah. I wonder if that's 57 constant viewers or like.
Yeah, I think if people
or if
it
it's
is. I think if people check in and they tune out, I think that would go down.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, is it a revolving door? Like they listen to us commentate or attempt to commentate for like a minute or two and turn it off. We get new ones. Looks like he's really straight in on this 10.
Yeah, this is a tough shot, Jay. Or does he have like half a cue ball?
Yeah.
It was a nice shot.
Did pretty good to wind up on the 9 from there. That's so hard to control speed. I believe so. So hard to control speed when you're jacked up like that. Wonder what he's trying to do there.
I think the objective was pocket the 9 ball. You got to teach him like bottom English, like not bottom, outside English. So that really got away from him.
Every time I try to teach him something, he explains to me thoroughly that he knows exactly what's going to happen.
Kind of a tough shot there. So TJ back up to the table here.
Yeah, and TJ, if that's, I mean, it looks like that 7 goals. He's really got no problems here at all.
Yeah, I think TJ's kind of got a little more comfortable here. I think he's probably going to get out of this here.
Yeah, he certainly looks much more comfortable than the first couple racks. A little bit funny on the 1 ball. I'd almost be tempted to shoot the 7 to get on the 1. you had a chance of like running into it and kind of pushing it on the 14 from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, is that you can run into it and something bad like that can happen. But not dead in the water by any stretch. I mean, he's still got, he can shoot the 4 and use the 6 to run into the 7.
I mean, you could even shoot the 7, off the 14 into the rail. Or is that too close?
I think the 14 is awfully close.
From this screen, it looks okay, but from the overhead, it looks kind of tight. And that's the part of the table that I can't see anything of.
Yeah, so Coleman's in an okay. He's almost got a free shot at the 15 with that 7 hanging in between the 2 stripes.
It's a pretty thin cut. Doesn't have a lot of options here, though.
Nailed it. Good thing he did, because he broke that 7 out for him.
I have to stop watching this screen. I never see what's happening live.
You were just helpless in here.
Well, this screen's too far away, and the table's too far away.
Well, if we have to come back another week, we'll have to switch spots.
Slight angle here on the 13 here. He should be pretty good. Where do you go with the 8?
I think if he can get just like a hair of an angle, you could play a stop shot on the 11 or like to the rail and just off a little bit and shoot the 8 in the same corner as the 13.
Yep.
Yeah, basically that same shot, but let it play off the rail.
I kind of saw him following that, like off the rail, to get a little closer to his work here. So he should just be able to stun this over and, like you said, shoot the 8 in the same corner as the 13.
Straight draw, he actually hit that really well, really good
Yeah.
pace. That's such a, with that distance, that's hard to control and get just the right amount of draw there. He did really well to get that shape on the 8. Whew. Tried to miss it.
Banks it in there. So Coleman goes up 5-2.
Yeah, that makes it 5-2. That's slow TJ's momentum down after he was starting to really.
Yeah,
really come
TJ
into
just
his
won
own.
2. Was that 2 in a row?
Yeah, 2 in a row. Switching from diamonds to valleys for a state tournament. Anyone got good advice? Not good advice, but just hit them firm.
Well, the good news is the valleys we use at state are, at least they got ridgeback rails on them. That helps considerably.
Yeah, I know everyone likes to rag on the valleys at state, but they play really nice. There's a occasional table that's got to be re-leveled, or if you ask for someone to look at a rail that's dead, generally they come fix it pretty quickly.
Well, usually they're usually re-leveled like right when they're brought in, and then before people start coming in, because they do settle a little bit, especially on the carpet.
But the worst looking break of the match is the one he scratches on, so it really doesn't even help TJ. he's still got a lot of work to do. Yeah, for all the complaints that there are for Valley tables at state, I don't know how you can complain about those tables.
A lot of people just, assume they're just not good if they're not diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to have diamonds, but 170 diamond tables, the setup would be extremely hard. You need forklifts to get them off the trailer. Sometimes the facilities won't let you operate a forklift on the facility, and sometimes the table owners won't let anyone but them operate the forklift, so you're kind of at a standstill. Definitely a messy table here. Did he call the four? The combo, okay.
Yeah, his first shot, I think he was trying to punch it off the rail and break out the 9. He wound up kind of drawing into the. Oh, that was a really good shot. I thought he called the combo, but he called the carom. That's a really nice shot. I think his first shot, if he like punches it to the rail and breaks that 8 and 9 out, I think he's pretty good. But when he drew into the stripe, he like pushed the 3 in the way and it really messed up his rack. Or if he'll play the 10 off the 3 here. Just can't quite get anything going towards that 9 ball.
So close. Coleman's got a number of balls here to take care of that little cluster there if TJ leaves him something. I'm not even sure. Do you just kind of play a safe off the 13, or do you, or do you like break up? I think if I'm TJ, I think I probably break up the 9, like just thin the 9, and then try to bring the cue ball back to the bottom rail here. Because like Coleman has balls to break that up. So like I don't think it'd be the worst thing if you broke it up.
Tied that 6 up.
Yeah.
Good shot. And Coleman, his job here is just don't leave him a shot to break the 9.
Coleman attempts to go right at that first shot.
I think maybe my strategy in that situation is like try to work that 13 towards the pocket so I can shoot it in and force TJ to do something with the 9.
Mr. Wise shot, the balls will definitely not be rough looking. These will be in very good condition. All freshly cleaned.
Rodney, I don't think there's any way to know who Nate Doggs is.
He will let you know for sure if TJ wins. If he doesn't win, you might not ever find out. Actually, I have no idea. So
Yeah,
Nate
no.
Dogg, don't take offense to that. I'm not sure who that would be. Nate Dogg's.
Is he playing a combo? No,
Just a mediocre attempt at a safety.
with,
So if I'm TJ for sure, I go after, try to zigzag after the 9 ball.
honestly, I almost just play a safe off the 9.
You would not play safe. When
With
have
that-
you
well,
when
with
have you
that-
done that?
With that 6 ball there,
Yeah, I guess. Well, I think that does that 6 not cut in the side?
it looks like it's awfully tight on the rail.
I think if you look on the actual table, yeah, never mind.
I think he could play this like pretty firm. Get the 2 going up table and just leave the cue ball on the bottom rail. Give up the 3 ball or something like that, but as long as he's got that 13 there, it's gonna be hard to do something with that 6.
Yeah, that 6 ball where it's at could be a little bit of a problem for Coleman if he's not like dead straight on it. See, I'd just go after this right here from the 7. Just kind of pop into that. That 6, if you hit like kind of I guess from here, the top side of the 9, that 6 should squirt out towards the rail, towards the bottom. Or no, not 6, I mean the 2 ball. I can't see. So he's shooting the whole safe on the 6. Is there any way TJ can't just shoot this up in the corner right now?
The 9?
Yeah.
Like the carom on the 8 or what?
Yeah, never mind. That's where like my mic is like right in the way of the big part of this monitor. Yeah, I always struggle with these parts of the games. Like, I don't really play this game. I'm, like I said, I'm just a get out or sell out kind of player.
Yeah. I'd hate to see the stats on how many times I've messed up end of game scenarios. Right.
Well, TJ gives up ball in hand. Gotta be, I don't know. Do you shoot the?
Honestly, from here, I would think about shooting the 6 on the side and playing the breakout off the rail into the 9.
You're just not guaranteed a shot after that. I like the breakout off the 7. If you hit that 2 should.
Yeah, but you can get locked on the 9 pretty easy there too. I like the off the rail into the 9 because that 7 hangs there. It's sitting there where if you just hit it square.
If you hit the right side of the 7 or the 9, and that 9 doesn't squirt too far over. Looked like he kind of eyed up playing a safe on the 2, but I don't think you'd really do that
Yeah, I guess.
with that
Should
13
have
there.
clarified that you got to play that a little bit deeper.
Well, nothing to do here, but maybe thin the 3. Do you go to the right or the left? I think I'd thin it. Get the cue ball to the right. Maybe try to freeze him on the 9 ball. Is he looking at kicking at the 7?
Kicking the
Oh
7.
boy. Okay.
I'll tell you why I don't like this shot. Because if he doesn't make the 7, he gets him on the 9. You know, if he plays off the 3, he has a lot more control in making sure that he doesn't leave him on essentially his one ball he has to get on right. You could thin the 3 and run into the 13 just about.
He was pretty fortunate to get a hit there. It almost looked like that was going to hit the point. Well, TJ's got to come with one shot here. Keep himself up to the table there.
I think as long as he rolls up where he would have a shot on the 13, I don't think Coleman has much of a chance of an easy shot in return. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the 7 from there, but
I don't think so.
So I like that. I like that pace for sure.
So do you play like do you play the 2-1 rail? No, that'd be a little too aggressive. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd do for a save here.
I think I'm going for it. I think I play the combo and try to get out.
Really? The 2-7?
Yeah.
Okay.
As bad as I am at combos, I think I play it. Looks like he's shooting right at it. Huh, I didn't think the 3 passed the 8.
I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah, this is just tough to see over here.
Yeah. So I know he really loves to shoot that 3 on the side here, but I would maybe consider the 2 on the corner instead.
He hasn't had that shot yet where he's like, needs to commit to a pocket and then he doesn't.
Yeah,
like where he blatantly
just run into the 3, why not?
You thought that 3 needed to be moved a little bit?
Yeah, get it closer to a pocket. All right.
Well, what corner do you probably back cut this to the right, right? I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah.
Cutting it blind a little bit.
Yeah, but you roll at pocket speed, and if you don't make it, you hang it. And then TJ's got to force to do something to get the 9 going. Having an issue with people around the table here today.
He's awfully dramatic when someone walks in front of him.
He is. I mean, I'm a bit dramatic at times too, but I think I hide it a little bit better than he does.
Probably not the best spot for him with that door right there.
It's a good shot.
Real good shot. Let's roll this 8 in here. Coleman Grosbier could be on the hill. Nice shot. So TJ's got some work to do. It's definitely had some momentum there in the middle of the set, but Coleman shut that down. Got a couple wins there. Really surprised. This is Coleman's fifth week.
Yeah,
Fifth week is the Jester.
They're doing a player break.
And he's won. Obviously, he's won every week. Everybody keeps picking 8-ball. Like with you as the challenger, would you consider picking a different game than the incumbent champion has won every week?
It's hard to say. Like if I were to play the Kings match.
Well, you'd play 8-ball for sure.
Right, yeah. So it's hard for me to say, like, yeah, I would play something else, but I mean, I certainly see.
But someone,
I see
one of the four opponents had. I mean, someone's got to be impartial to what game they play.
Well, I know Mike Legou wanted to change kind of last week, or
yeah, someone said something about that.
Yeah, I know he wanted to change kind of last second.
He asked about it or something.
Yeah, they asked about it, and for whatever reason didn't change.
Yeah, I don't know what the story was.
Yeah, certainly if you're comfortable playing rotation, if Coleman's won 4 weeks playing 8-ball, maybe it's time to see what his rotation game looks like. Yeah, but that's a hard question for me to answer fairly, in the sense that I'm so much better.
Because you're so terrible at rotation?
Yeah. I was going to say so much better at 8-ball, but I'm just so much less bad at 8-ball than I am at rotation that it's not even a question of what I would pick. That would certainly be my downfall. Like, if I played the absolute best pool of my life and eked out a Kings match win, the very first opponent that picked rotation would just run me over.
Yeah, I think I'm not even sure what I would pick. I'd probably pick 10-ball, I think. I kind of like rotation a little better than 8-ball.
Yeah, if he does manage to win this week and someone winds up picking rotation, if you think we're bad at commentating 8-ball, it's just going to be a disaster with rotation for me.
What do you mean? You only have one ball to shoot at.
Yeah, but you got to know, if everything's tied up, you got to know when you're supposed to go after a breakout. You got to know when you're supposed to play safe.
Oh, well, we're going to be terrible with that either way.
You got to know which side of the ball is the right side to be on to get out.
Oh, well, that's easy.
All stuff, that runs through my mind when I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to work out the best way to make a mistake.
So Coleman, Grosbier breaking on the hill.
Did you want a burger or something? No.
I thought maybe
is this what Dale and Brian always got? Was just plates of food brought to them that they don't know who they belong to?
Well, plates of cookies, which, like I said, we've yet to see.
I mean, I'm not a big sweets guy, but I'd sure tear into what appears to be a Philly.
That's a Philly. What is that? That looks like is that a French fry sandwich? Like a French fries on there or something.
Yeah, just like when we were in daycare and you made French fry sandwiches, and eat the Play-Doh and everything. Chef Jeffy.
That.
That's twice now. Like the opening shot just for TJ. Really like push that stripe. Now it's in a tough spot next to the 7. I think he can still shoot it up in the corner, but
that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Not sure if he can actually.
Gonna play safe here, it looks like.
You just nick the bottom side of this 15. Yep. Well, Coleman. We haven't. I don't think we've seen a break and run yet.
No.
So obviously the only opportunity left for a break and run would be TJ.
You know what else we haven't seen is you and I commentate on a reasonable shot, and he comes with like a 4-railer.
It's coming yet. He usually does have one of them like kind of miracle shots where we just had no idea such things were even possible.
Yeah, then he clips it for us and sends it to us in our group chat.
Defies physics. Well,
cue ball settled in a tough spot for Coleman.
Maybe try to regain that pocket.
I think he's going to try to cut the 6.
Coleman looks like he got a little fortunate there with that.
Pete Beshta shared the stream. Thank you, Pete. That Coleman's second opponent was Pete, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, Eric Korb, Pete Beshta. Can't remember who was week 3. And then Michael Legou. Glenn, Patrick Glenn.
Patrick, okay.
Yeah, okay. That was the week you weren't here. Poor MH got stuck in the booth with me.
Yep, I was busy tearing it up in Portage. Losing our early match that I had to stay over for.
All right.
I think TJ should get out of this one here.
Yeah.
I think
almost
looks like you probably have to come to the rail, come back up a little bit. Cut the 10 on the side.
Just gotta make sure you don't wind up with a funny angle on the 9. You know, or you're cutting it real thin.
I think it looks pretty natural. I think if anything, he might. Oh yeah, that was a nice shot. Kind of punch that into the side there.
Yeah, I was thinking for some reason that he would roll it in and really have to control the speed, but I like the way he shot it there.
I thought he was naturally going to come up table. But yeah, that was a good shot. So TJ, barring any sort of...
Just about got in trouble.
You wouldn't have bumped that? TJ playing like a 296. Well, all right.
Makes it 6-3.
TJ's only got to win 4 games from here to win the match. You know, it's not not terrible. I mean, he won 2 in a row. What,
Yeah.
3 games ago? 3 games ago, so 4 games ago. So, I mean, definitely.
Yeah, he is certainly more comfortable now. Like, seems the longer the match is going on, the better he's starting to play.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. So TJ here with the first opportunity for a break and run. Not the first opportunity, but I
With
should
an
say
opportunity for the
with
first
an
break and run.
opportunity for the first break and run.
Bet you that would fire him up.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Break and run here.
Yep.
If he wins 2 here, he really puts some pressure on Coleman.
That last game to win, of course it is, the first and last game are the, the cliche, the hardest to win. But, after your opponent, if he does, does rattle off a couple here, definitely apply some pressure to Coleman.
He's got a super solid break. Like, he hits him so square, it's so firm.
And nothing
just
goes in.
Terrible luck not to make something.
This is a lot like my break, except the solid part.
Yeah, except the solid and square hit.
That's not true at all. Like, yeah. I mean, you would not believe some of the dry breaks I get. It's ridiculous.
Well, I certainly like stripes from here.
Well, at 5 ball for solids is definitely an issue, so I think you have to. But as stripes, you might take that 9 first if you have that window, which is obviously, if Coleman misses, that's going to open that right up for TJ.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of fell right in there. He kind of fortunate to get that shot there. He might have been stuck, jacked up over a ball or something. You think Coleman gets out of this? Where do you play the 8? I mean, the 13's got to be your last ball at this point.
Yeah. He's got a lot of work.
I don't know. I think that's 11, 12, 14 on the side, 10 in the corner.
Yeah, he's just got a little funny angle.
No, I think it's perfect. Just roll forward. That was a lot, but I meant a little bit. Nate's last name is in fact Dog, he says. Rodney not buying it. We'll commentate the chat room while the pool's kind of being slow. He looks pretty straight on this 10, right?
I think he's got an angle where, like, I think he's gonna slide up table. Not pleased with the result. Would you probably cut the 14 on that same side, and then
I think
run
you
into the
just
6 as you're like to stop you?
Yeah, I think you just kind of don't go at this like really aggressive. Just kind of not so much slow roll, but if you run into that 6, you kind of risk hitting that or tying up that 15.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I elect to. You must add a little more of an angle because he hit that 8 really square.
Yeah. Here, I'm almost tempted to bank the 15 here. As it goes, I can't tell if it goes past the 1. It looks like it. So yeah, I guess shoot your 13 and play your 15 as your last ball. Because it looks like you might bank the 15 here.
Can you cut the? I mean, like if you look at the live table, it looks like you could cut that 15 on the side, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks mighty thin though. I think I saw him call the bank. Ooh.
He had a decent margin for error there. He just overcut it a little bit.
One thing he did do is push the 3 to the rail.
Yeah, there is some space between. It's not in a bad spot.
The other question is whether or not you can make the 1.
I think he could have right there. It just would have been risk tying up the 6-8.
Right. Kind of 50-yard line here. Shouldn't be an issue to go like 2 rails out to get on the 7 though.
Yeah, he can definitely make that 1. It's just how the 6-8 is going to land.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I like saving that as the last ball.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that you gotta shoot that.
If you shoot it earlier and like the 6-8 does tie up, you can play safe like on these balls down here that he's pocketing.
Ooh.
He didn't like where that 3 was. He wanted to move that.
Yeah, we pushed that 15 to a terrible spot for Coleman. I would call that a pretty good roll for him. I'd be tempted to try to maybe play safe off the 1 here. Just like kind of bank the 1 out. Try to leave your cue ball on the backside of the 8.
It doesn't look like he can see the 1. It looks like he has to hit the 3. Well, he did have to kick at it. Kelly Burdine says we're doing a great job. I appreciate that, Kelly. Kelly, this is I am Jeff Martin. This is Bill Grosbier. This is Coleman's eldest or only brother. Eldest. No.
No, Shasta's older.
Shasta. I was going to say Sasha. Shasta. This is Coleman's wisest sibling. At what point, if you're TJ, do you just pocket Coleman's 13 ball?
I was kind of wondering that same thing. He's actually got a pretty good opportunity to do it here.
Right now, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, Coleman can't play. He can't play safe. He'd have to go for a bank if you wanted to do anything.
This is
the last thing you want to do here, if you're TJ, is start pocketing your balls, you know. Or like in that case, maybe you could take like one shot at pocketing the ball, bring the cue ball up here, and play safe on the 3.
Yeah, I think. I like that. Tie up the 8.
Well,
now if I'm Coleman, if I can
shoot that in, break it up, bank the 15.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think I just like skim the 15 here, get it off the rail where you could maybe make it in the side.
Well, the shot here is like thin the top side with inside and try to get TJ on the rail. You know, make him so he has to kick at something.
Okay.
You could even hit the 13 full and like roll forward as long as you don't. As long as you're not hitting the. As long as you're not pocketing the 13. Oh, we
Must
got
be
some.
banking the 15.
Yeah,
I think TJ must have thought he was playing that differently.
yeah, I
Like,
would imagine. I don't
yeah.
think. I don't think you'd get a ref for
Yeah.
that. Like if he was going to hit it. If TJ knew he was going to hit it like that, because they're. Well, even if you were going at it about anyway, I don't think Coleman is really in a opportunity to get a bad hit. Well, once again, we are just in the part of a game where we know nothing about.
I would have lost.
This is
I would have
all.
lost this 3 innings ago.
This is all foreign to us. So, if you guys have a better idea what to do in stream here,
could bank that 3 into the 8, and then the 3 stays tied up on the 8, but the 1 ball breaks out.
Well, you definitely. He should have got that 3 down a little farther.
You think he can shoot the Coleman can shoot the 3 in here? Do you shoot the 3 in here and then just take turns pocketing the other person's? Like then TJ would pocket Coleman's ball, and then Coleman would probably try to do something with his, and then TJ pockets his last ball. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that yet here if I were Coleman because I just don't think if you're Coleman you want to give TJ a safe off the 1 and then like if the 15 were more of a possibility of.
Well, it looks like we're gonna see a wild shot here. This here's a shot for you. Slam the 13 with low inside, so you draw to the rail.
Oh boy!
Right into the 1-8.
No way. He's got too much of an angle for that. You know what's gonna happen is he's gonna like drill the 13. He's gonna hit the 1 very full, and it's just gonna sit there.
wind up right behind it.
Or that, yeah. No, this is like the one is in a spot where like you could hit it full. If you don't hit the 8 and you hit that one full, like it could just sit there.
Ops to play safe.
Yeah, if he was gonna play safe there, he just shouldn't have pocketed the other ball.
Yes.
I don't think that one is anywhere near being froze.
No, and I really like the way he's going at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to just kick at it because Coleman having pocketed his other ball up table. Well, both players can now get out with the way the balls lie. So Coleman's at risk here because TJ's got a shot. You know, I mean, at this point, obviously, the person with the upper hand is the one with the most balls on the table.
Coleman's going to shoot that.
I honestly,
I don't know what his plan is here with the 8 ball.
I would shoot this with high English, come 3, maybe 4 rails for the 8. He had the right idea there. Just had to hit it a little harder. Oh, I see. He went. Okay.
Try to cut it in.
I would have went around the 3 on the other side. I thought that a little more natural once you're heading towards the 8. Well, Coleman doesn't quite make it.
Don't tell me it's on. I thought it was going to wind up behind the 8.
Oh.
All right.
Well, so TJ with a very good opportunity here to put this game away, break and run the next one. And we're 1 game away from being tied up.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Well, Coleman Grosbier with a chance to put the match away.
I'm really surprised by that, as well as he's been playing this last.
Yeah, the last 3 quarters of the match, really.
There it is.
All right, folks. That wraps up the Jester's division. Once again, we are here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. We're not done yet today. We do have another match coming up with the Knights match between Jason Gibbs. Jason, what is he on, his 4th week? He's got to be on his 4th.
I'm not sure.
He's got to be around his 4th week.
They had the 2 weeks off for
BCAPL and then the Badger State
games. So he might be on 3, I think.
Yeah, Bruce. He played Bruce Schullenberg, Mike Messer. I think there may have been someone in between there. Jack Gear.
I think Jack played Mike,
Jack.
though.
Oh, yeah. And Mike won. Yeah, and Jason beat Mike. And Jason Gibbs plays Chad Cox.
7 o'clock p.m., I believe.
Is it that late?
I believe so.
Oh, so they moved the nights. Okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what time that match is, but thank you guys for tuning in for the Jester's match. Believe we'll be back here next week.
I believe so.
I don't know if there's any anything that they'd reschedule this one for. So thank you guys for tuning in, and definitely tune back in for the night match.